Homework tonight, 249, 250, that assessment part of topic 4, coming to our end of our unit here. Takes a look at some strategies for addition. Finding the sum, showing your work. Strategy we've been working on at school is to look at that ones column. Because partial sums, it's confusing because partial sums, you're always looking for the tens first, then the ones, and regrouping, you're looking for the ones first. The strategy we've been working on is finding numbers that you can add together to make a 10 to make this easier, more manageable with four numbers and the ones digit to add together. 5 and 5 is 10. And 7 and 8 is that one of those doubling, near doubling facts, which we covered in that first unit way back in August, September. 8 plus 7 is 15. 10 and 15 is 25. Or if it's easier for your child to go 5 and 5 is 10. 10 plus 7 is 17. 17 plus 8 is 25. They could do that as well. And just trying to simplify this in terms they can do and manage on their own at school during an assessment. 10 plus 15 is 25. 5 regroup to 2 tens. It gets a little tricky when they have to add 4 numbers over here, and if their accuracy in stacking these gets a little off, can have issues. 2 plus 2 is 4, plus 3 is 7, plus 1 more is 8, 85. Quick double check, 10 plus 15 is 25, regroup to 2, 2 plus 2 is 4, 4 plus 3 is 7, 7 plus 1 is 8, 85. How did you find the sum? I found the sum by regrouping. Now, maybe regrouping is not your cup of tea. And remember saying this the last 2 units that everybody's like, when are we going to do regrouping? This whole unit is heavy on the regrouping aspect. You can do partial sums. So if you're just looking at the partial sums, you look at the tens first. 2, 3, 1, 5, 6. 6 tens is 60. This is partial sums. You're also going to need to use partial sums at some point here. 5, 5, 7, 8, 25. 5 plus 0 is 5. 6 plus 2 is 8. There's your partial sums. Or you could put I used partial sums. That just takes, the partial sums takes the regrouping aspect of it, of having to take the ones and the tens and split them and regroup them. It's a different skill set they're going to need to do to be able to do that and process that information. Miss Y said 12 tablets, and she gets 9 more tablets. Miss Y says 20 students in her class. She gives each student 1 tablet. How many tablets does she have left? So left is going to be subtraction at some point. You can see that down here, which is nice that they give you these numbers to plug in to subtract. So this is one of those 2-step problems. What I would suggest to you is have your child circle the numbers they're going to do first and then plug these in and cross them out. It starts eliminating some of the possible answers. She has 12 tablets and she gets 9 more. Well, here's 12. She gets 9 more. 9's gone. Then you've got 12 plus 9. 12 plus 9, if they can't add that with just their fingers or under her mental math. 9 plus 2 is 11. Regroup the 1. 21 equals 21. Miss Y says 20 students in her class. She gives each student 1 tablet. How many tablets does she have left? Well, we want to know how many she has left. She has 21 tablets. That's what we've identified. These are your tablets. Because she had 12 and 9. There's your tablets. She has 21 tablets. She has 20 students. So she gives 1 to each student. All 20 of them, she gives 1 away to each student. 20. So 21 minus those 20 students. Everybody gets 1. How many are left? Cross out the 20. I have 1 remaining. 1 tablet left. Use the numbers. This is your first step, addition. Your second step, subtraction. Keywords left. Pearl has 8 medals. Grace has 9 medals. Timmy has 6 medals. You're probably thinking, oh my lord, my child's not only have to read these crazy names, but then has to process what they're going to have to do for the skill. They don't have to read the names. for the math test. We've been reading the math test to them. If they're paying attention, listening along, we will read names to them and questions throughout. 8 metals, 9 metals, 6 metals. How many metals in all? That's a key word, plus. It's going to get more and more challenging on these key words when we get into subtraction in Unit 5. Because we're going to get into in all and then our left, and you're going to have to be able to identify which operation you're needing to use. Solve and show your work in the blue box to the right. 8, 9, 6. 8 plus 9, 17. Maybe break it down. Your child's looking at 3 numbers and thinking, oh my gosh, fingers, what am I going to use? 17 plus 6 more. 23. Quick double check. 17 plus 3, 20. 20 plus 3 more. 6 is 3 plus 3. Get 23 metals. You could just draw a picture. I mean, you could draw 8 circles over next to this if they wanted to. Just says show your work. It doesn't say how to solve it. 8, 9, 6. Match each number card to an equation to find the missing addend. Draw lines to match. Then write the missing addend in the gray box. So they're going to not only have to draw a line, you have to write the missing addend in. So this is challenging. My suggestion is to take these 3 numbers, add them together over here, write that total in, count up from whatever number they find the sum total over here to get to either 30 or 50 or 60 or 40. So here you've got 6, 14, 3. 2 ways you could do it. You could do partial sums, or you could just stack them. Stack them is going to get a little tricky, so you might want to number them. So if you're going to stack them, you can number these 1, 2, 3, 4 to keep them organized. You might just want to use mental math. That's a possibility too. 14, 6, and 3. 6 plus 4 is 10, plus 3 is 13. Regroup the 1, 23. So I've got 23 here, plus some number is equal to 30. 23 plus something is equal to 30. So this is when an open number line will work. If you come up with this, then if they could just do 6 plus 3 is 9, 9 plus 14 is 23. 23 to get to 30, you draw a picture. And then you can just do hops. 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Well, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So far, so good. 7 and 3. Stack it. You can do partial sums. Partial sums would just be 30 plus just 3 tens. And then 7, 3, 10 plus 2 more, 12. 30 plus 12. 42. Let's double check. 3 tens, 30. 7, 3, 10, 12. 42, and I have to get to 50, so I'm going to write the 42 here to remind myself I've got to get from 42 to 50, all the way to 50. 42, there's 42, 42, 43, so 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, if your child's not comfortable with an open number line from previous discussions, they're able to use a Hunter's chart. I will pass them out as the test is passed out, and they can use it as a resource to get from 42 to 50. They're going to have to do legwork on 4. They're going to have to have the stamina to say, oh gosh, I got to do 4 of these. Or they could just guess what I'm seeing. Some students just guessing. It's like, man, this is overwhelming. I have to do all 4 of these. Plus 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 right here. Put this in. So there's 2 steps. Draw the line and write in the missing addend. 2 steps to this. A lot going on. 25, 25, 5. Partial sums again makes sense to me. 2, 2, no 10. So 2 and 2 tens is 40. 5, 5, 5. 5, 10, 15. 15. 55. So I've got 55. I need to get to 60. I'm going to write the 55 here to remind me that I'm going from 55 to 60. Now you might just mentally say, oh, 55 to 60, let's just count by fives. Yeah. Or you can go 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Trying to combine multiple strategies, one of these might click. It might be the partial sums, it might be the stacking regrouping, it might be the open number line. Trying to use all the resources available, one of these might click in for your child. It might just be their fingers. Because this problem doesn't say show your work. So, plus 5. 5 right here. Now, just a test-taking skill in general to go over with your child. If they get an answer, a missing add in here that does not equal 5, 6, 7, or 8, they need to go back and check their work. It's one of those, oh gosh, and not just guess one of the 2 or 3 that are left. Last but not least, 5, something plus another add-in plus 15 plus 14. I'll do this good old school regrouping. 15, 14, 5. 5 and 5 is 10. 10 plus 4 is 14. 4, regroup to 1. 34, so I got 34 going to 40. I believe it has to be 6. Let's just double check. 34 is right here. 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, plus 6, and that's my last answer. Host of strategies. This might be one that you spend some time on at home and give them a couple different to choose from and recreate a problem like this. Because on a test, when this is worth 4 points, 1, 2, 3, 4, and they miss the first one or the second one, and all of a sudden they go from maybe understanding it to they miss the first one, and it just throws everything off, throws them off, and they're not able to go back and recheck. So Corey has 17 more marbles than Tony. Tony has 64 marbles. How many marbles does Corey have? Okay. Using a model, the bar diagram down here, the model to solve the problem, show your work. Corey has 17 more marbles than Tony. Tony has 64 marbles. We need to figure out what Corey has. So Corey's going to be up here. We don't know. We know that Corey has 17 more than Tony, and Tony has 64. So if Tony has 64, this is Tony. Corey has 17 more. If we add Tony's 64 plus 17 more marbles, we'll figure out what does Corey have. 64 plus 17. This is when it's crucial to stack those numbers. 7 and 4 is 11. Regroup the 1. 6 plus 1 plus 1 is 8. 81. Last 3 nights, last night was Halloween, trick or treat. Sent home some of the assessments, performance assessment, that literally the same questions. Just wanted to give you a quick look at what the questions look like. This is, again, we're trying to test your child on strategies of partial sums and addition regrouping, not to try to trick them into struggling through an assessment. So we'll be reading it for them, but again, it looks very similar to the questions you've seen at home. Jill's got 58 stickers. Brother gives her 27 more. Add them together. Choose all that apply. That means they're going to have to add all 4 of these together. Start with this. Add it together. It was on the homework earlier this week and 2 weeks ago. Add all of these and identify. Don't give up on one. Can't tell you how many times I'm sitting in a small group at school, and they find one that fits. Like, oh, 54, 38. Oh, okay. 92, great. Well, 92's there, and then that's it, I'm done. Well, no, 82 is definitely not it, but you got to take a look at these two. Usually when all apply means more than one. Regrouping, we did a cup stacking game here at school. On regrouping, you just look, circle the ones digit all the way across, and then here, find the one that's regrouping. Just did this. Adding together. It's not asking for specific strategies. It says show your work, show your work. Adding them together, choose